Right. Oh, hi guys. Sorry, I got my account back. I'm just eating my chips. Morning. Is it still morning yet? So, today's food is I've got from a bagel shop. Anyway, so I've got bagel, tuna, and salad, and cheesy chips. So the chips comes in like that. Right. So I'm going to give a review on this. Right. I like to have my chips to be warm, but they were cold. So I give those chips out of 10 a 3. The tuna bagel, I like it toasted. It's not toasted. I might have just had a piece of bread. I give this bagel and also a 3, and that's been kind. God knows how they got the stars they got, 4 point whatever. They must have written themselves. And the only reason I got this bagel is because I did actually have to Google to see if they wear gloves. Apparently they do. What the eyes don't see won't hurt you. But I won't buy there again. Yeah. So it is called Bagel and Co. Definitely not. Leave a review. I don't even bother leaving reviews, you know. But yeah, I don't give it a high standard at all. Cold. Bagel should have been nice and warm. It wasn't even toasted. So yeah. Absolutely, the chips look old. No. Definitely not. In fact, I take that point off. I'll give it a 2. The fact that it couldn't even be asked putting the cheese on the chips. They're meant to come on with the chips. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm from New Zealand. So guys, I got my account back. Woo! Finally! We have the letters back. The letters? What do you mean? Oh, the letters. You mean the... Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we're back, guys. We're back in town. Bum, bum, bum. So, has there been any drama, guys? Anything been happening? Yay! Right. Thank you for the heartbeats, guys. We're going to get my other accounts back today as well. Well, 2 of them. And then I think 1 tomorrow and then others. Well, I've got so bloody many. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Thank you so much. So, is any gossip, guys?
Morning.
Hiya.
Yeah, no gossip really. Miss Red's live was just boring. Going over the same Wendy and Court Assassin thing and sending money and all that jazz, and yeah, no drama.
Oh, okay.
Morning.
Morning, you alright?
Hi, Nick, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Sorry I couldn't stay on long last night. I had stuff going on at home. Evenings are not usually great for me, but yeah, what a palaver that was.
It was literally so embarrassing. They had nothing to say about it at all.
I know, they're stupid, aren't they? They really are.
It wasn't really spoke about a lot, to be honest with you, because there's nothing really to speak about. It's like, not that video up yourself. Do you know what I mean? It was a repost.
Yeah. Just stupid stuff that goes on at that point when you join TikTok, you know what I mean? And you don't repost stuff to get a message across. You just repost it because it's either it's something that's going on at the time that might interest somebody else who's a friend of yours. Do you know what I mean? It's just, anyway.
Yeah, and then when Linz was quizzing her about the picture that she put up, she was like, "Oh, you just reaching. It was nothing to it." Well, that's the same scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
Morning, Ange. I've just thought I'd come in and let you know I've just come to Miss Red for the code.
Oh yeah.
on the
well,
Raspberry account, just because people get blocked and muted in there. So I thought,
Yeah, I sent Ange a lovely picture.
yeah, you did. But nothing really happened really. They were just talking about the windy situation, weren't they?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Goes on and on and on.
And over and over again.
Oh, God. Did anybody see the picture that Alex put up of Angie this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
What
But
picture?
Oh, he was doing all these like caricatures of people.
They moan when we
I
do
thought you
it.
meant the one that Ali put up about.
No, Alex.
No, I haven't seen that then.
I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
I've got a photo. I'll send it through to Angie.
Then they moan that we do it over.
I'm sure it's a
no.
horrible picture.
But it ain't going to be nice, is it?
No.
The picture wasn't that bad.
Weird pictures and all this, you know what I mean?
The picture of you wasn't that bad. I will say that. But what it was written on the card that you're holding
yeah, that was
wasn't
wrong.
very. That was not nice.
Oh yeah, she did discuss the glitter bomb a bit.
I'll send it through to you on
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
can you send
Angie.
it to me? We've got my WhatsApp on my other phone.
He said about the glitter bomb. She said it's a bit dramatic that you're saying it's a criminal offence or something like that.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not the one being a drama queen over it. It's the law.
I
You
agree
know,
with
it's classed as a hatred, hate thing, a harassment.
yeah.
Because
Yeah, if you Google it, it is, yeah.
the people are downplaying it. The thing
He
is, you know, I'm not
she knows who
telling
it is, but she's not going to grass.
I'm not telling people, yeah, what it about the law. I said it was OTT about the law. I'm just telling people what I read about it, the glitter bombs. And you know, yeah, my mum could have opened it, so I don't think I'm belittling it at all. I mean, sorry, I don't think I'm being over dramatic about it at all. You know,
Get injured or whatever, then obviously it could be,
so
couldn't
it's
it?
not never a kind thing to do that to someone you don't like. So for them to sit there saying, "Oh, it was a kind of trolling," it's not a kind of trolling. It's a horrible troll.
He
Because
said
you don't like them.
he said it wasn't Alicia or Levi. She knows who it is, but she's not a
Well,
grass.
unfortunately for her, she's admitted on TikTok.
Yeah, no.
So, I say unfortunately, and not that I'm doing anything, because it's bloody glitter bomb. I'm just saying she has admitted on TikTok.
Yeah, but it could have caused damage, you don't know.
Could have been dangerous, yeah.
I've sent it to you,
Someone's shock
Angie.
and all that, you know, it could be really serious.
Angie, check your WhatsApp.
I think it's really dangerous.
But the thing is, people keep saying I'm being pathetic over OTT. If I got it from Linz or Nick or something, you know, on my birthday, I think, oh, it's funny. Oh my God, you got me. But these are people that can't stand me. They're sending me. So there's nothing nice what they did. Not funny. It's you've done it to hate on me.
And we'd have pre-warned you anyway, Ange. We would have said there's a surprise coming through post.
Yeah.
And also, she went on about that Wendy, but never actually said, "Oh, do you know what? Angie was right. She's right again."
Well, guess who's live?
Oh, Wendy, by any chance?
Chunky, the daughter. So, and I don't know what's going on. I'll have a look in a minute. Is this the photo I got? Oh,
There's something definitely weird about that.
he is so weird doing this kind of things like this, isn't he? What a weirdo. She's saying her mum subbed and talked to Yasmin off TikTok. Oh.
Who's
I
Jasmine?
don't know yeah. I don't think she's well, I don't know if she is or not. I'm not even bothered. I mean, it doesn't matter whether she is or not to me, but
She's as vulnerable as she makes out
they
she
seem to
is.
both like be getting the clout to go live, don't you think?
They're playing on it, definitely.
Chunky, isn't it? Let's see what she's talking about. Oh shit, I've got to go my other device, 1 sec. They're milking it, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. And how much gifts they got and how much money they got anyway, they probably covered everything they lost.
Yeah. That's obvious. Yeah, it's obvious it's with clout, isn't it? Yeah.
I thought somebody said that Corey had paid it.
That's the thing on here. You can't believe anyone or
Sad.
anything.
She's talking about Yasmin.
You're requesting
Jasmine?
in my box. I don't want none of you in my box. I don't know you. I don't know any of you. I'm done of going in people's boxes.
But she's saying that she's subbed to her. That doesn't mean anything. So what? You subbed to her. Do you know what I mean? So no one's your friend on here. I agree with that one.
Did someone say that she put the subs up as well on money? I think I sworn I heard that somewhere.
Where does she just sub only? But yeah.
Guys, if you want to get in the box, there's a few people waiting. Can you let me know? Because I don't know if you're there or not. Yasmin showed the message. She wanted to send money. Yeah, no, I know Tracy, but I don't know. She's got. I don't think that's. She's just showing that she subbed to her. So what?
Hiya. I jumped into Chunky's live after
Sorry.
watching. Can you hear me? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just jumped into her live when she went live this morning, well, as I came off Miss Reds, and I just said to her, like, look, I think just leave it now. Your mum's been banned, and I think the more they go on about it, the more people are going to have to pick holes in it, in what they're saying, because they're just coming out with so much information. And she got really irate with me and said that I accuse her of making a mountain out of a molehill. But what I was trying to say to her was, just because you've subscribed to somebody doesn't mean that you've been speaking to them. She's showing that screenshot and saying that her mum's had a good relationship with that Yasmin girl, and I said, you know, like, prescribing to someone, it doesn't mean that you're like friends with them or you're speaking to them off the app. I think that they're realising that they're getting a lot of backlash and they're trying to backtrack on it and make out that there's been some relationship there. But yeah, it's just crazy, and I don't think that they're helping themselves at all now.
No.
It is. Yeah, I just wanted to jump in
The
and say
biggest
that.
mistake was going in on people.
Hi,
and
Ange.
trying to help them.
Yeah, and I think they're trying to prove too much. Like, the more that they come out with, it's making them look worse. Like, to say, oh, I've subscribed to this person for 2 months doesn't really mean anything, does it?
Yeah.
Well, I've just tried to get in a box and Noelle alerts me in, because I was going to say, instead of putting it all
Yeah,
over
she's alive now.
TikTok, go to the place.
Yeah, she's entered her live.
Yeah, she's ended it now.
Yeah, they don't seem to stay on long, do they?
At the end of the day, why put it all over TikTok? Why don't you just go to the place if her mum's that vulnerable? Why let her keep coming on TikTok?
Exactly.
Do you know what I think, though? I think that, you know, she might be vulnerable, but I think we're all vulnerable in some... anyone can be very vulnerable in certain situations, and people keep saying, like, go to the police, and there've been quite a lot of people this morning, like, arguing over whether a mum would be entitled to carers and stuff. And I just think there's so many vulnerable people. We've all probably got somebody that lives on our street that's vulnerable to probably more of an extent than what Wendy maybe is. But
I don't believe she's vulnerable.
I think that this is what I mean. I think if you're in a room where there's thousands of people, anyone could be made to look vulnerable. I just think that
she's playing
we
a
can't
game.
excuse the actions that we make. Like, you know,
She's playing a game. She's here for the clout, for the gifts and all that. She wants to be, you know, have a platform. She wants all of that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And the fact she's box hopping and
I think she just wants to be like some sort of validation, like she wants to be seen, and that's sad in itself, but that doesn't mean that it's okay to cause struggle on the scale that it's been caused, does it? I don't know.
I think they're both deluded.
Do you think so now, Ryan? I have no issue with Court Assassin, but do you think now that Court Assassin has been made to be the victim?
See, I don't think that she has, because I think that I still believe that she's vile. There's not many people that would behave the way that she does. I think that she's probably within her rights. If somebody's telling you to keep the money, then I think a lot of people are outraged, but probably most people wouldn't they? They would say, oh, do you know, you've told me I can keep it, I'm going to keep it. And it's a bit of a mixed message, isn't it? If you're saying I'll send it back to you and then somebody's saying no, and Court Assassin didn't have the means to send it back because she didn't have the details. But I wouldn't say she's a victim.
I think Court Assassin is cheeky and she can be pushy at times. And I think if you're vulnerable and you fall to that, you will gift and you will do as she asks you to do. And she's quite right. She's not forcing you to do it. But on the other hand, if it were my mother and she were vulnerable and she had the TikTok app, I'd be removing it from her phone, and I certainly wouldn't be letting her go live, because I'd be expressing how dangerous it is for her and that she's not, you know, it's not right for her, and, you know, and try and get her attention onto something else.
But do you think that you can do that, Nick? Because a few people said that in Red's Live. They was like, oh, I'd take a phone off her, but to my knowledge, I don't think she has anybody living with her.
Yeah.
And if you delete it, can she not just download it again? Like, I get what you're saying. She's not a child, is she?
Yeah. I mean, I suppose I'm comparing her to my parent, and it'd be, you know, Mum, let's do this instead, you know, whether that's Diamond Art or whatever, you know, just distracting her so her time's taken up elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she really understands how the app works either. Like Angela's just said, she's on live for a short time and then she's off, and she's saying things that she probably regrets saying, and it's getting herself into lots of twists and turns. So,
And I think it seems like to me that she's acting on such emotion, like she's the anger and stuff. It's because she's frustrated that things are not going the way that she's wanted them to be.
yeah.
But I do think that as much as I think she's probably got a bit of a vulnerability, like she's got a gifting badge, so she's able to top up. Like she's able to use her online banking. So I think we need to give her a little bit of slack and say, actually, you can do quite a few things. 'Cause I definitely say, probably adding a bloody person to your online banking is difficult for me sometimes. I think, God, it's asking me all these questions, whereas like doing something on TikTok, you know, it's not as difficult as other things that she's done. So I think,
I mean, unless she's linked a card to things like PayPal or Apple Pay, where she doesn't have to do any online banking. I mean, for me to top up, I just have to do like Apple Pay, and it's straight through. You know, you don't have to mess about with online banking. So yeah, I get what you're saying, and you're quite right. If she's,
and I'd say as well, she's clever enough to find all the creators yesterday. Like, how many accounts has Andy got? How many accounts has Dave got? Because, you know, people get bananaed all the time. So she's been clever enough to go and find all of the people that she needed to find to jump into the boxes. So I think, give her a bit of credit. You know, she's not that doesn't make her not vulnerable. But
no, there's a lot of different factors though that we've got to take into consideration.
Yeah.
I don't think
What says yesterday, her and her mum hasn't got a clue. They both don't know what they're doing on here, but obviously she's a top gifter to everybody. Obviously she knows what she's doing.
But she's been on this app for 3 years. She knows exactly what she's doing. And she had a Facebook page before TikTok. You wouldn't be on this app for 3 years and not know what you're doing.
And there are ways of blocking cards and blocking money coming out of certain things, like with gambling and stuff. So there's plenty of ways to stop it if daughter wanted to.
And this woman lives on her own, so she must manage her own affairs.
So you don't know when she's become deteriorated in her health, you know, in her vulnerability.
Doesn't look that old though.
Well, there's people young who get, you know, illnesses that they can't control. You know, you get young people with, you know, Alzheimer's and dementia and things like that, don't you? So it's hard to just
She said she was vulnerable because she left school at the age of 12 and didn't have an education.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, but she knows what she's doing on here.
I think she's just trying to buy friends.
Sorry, CJ, what was that?
No, I was just going to say that obviously the daughter wanted to. There's plenty of ways that she could stop her mum doing all of this if she wanted to, but obviously she doesn't.
I'd like to.
Yeah, because if it was my mum, I'd take her off. I would keep her off. Sorry, Nick.
You're all right, Tricia.
You'd do everything you can, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah. You'd go round your mum's, you'd delete her off the couch and tell her to keep off if she's that vulnerable.
But how can she be that vulnerable if she runs her own home?
Yeah, and
Exactly.
she's got money as well, which you'd think there'd be some intervention in her finances and some support there.
Exactly, but this woman runs her own home. She looks after her own life.
Yeah, it's very strange, and there's lots of different alarm factors there that make you question things. But I certainly don't think it's all Court Assassin's fault. I think she has played a part in it, you know, like I say, just by, you know, encouraging the payment of the dryer. She should have just refused it, because that's not something someone would normally do unless you're good friends with them. Especially not a stranger, total stranger that she's only just met. It's not like she's been chatting with her for a long time, is it?
No, but she's still got that air fryer she had off that peddler. Do you mean, isn't the first time that Court Assassin's been caught up in dramas over gifts?
True. And strangers buying her child's Christmas presents and stuff, yeah.
Exactly. Do you mean, I don't think Court Assassin, to me personally, I just think she's a wrong one. So just for what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you compare her to other creators, yeah, she's a wrong one. You don't get others begging and pleading for money. 10 more roses, 3 more this, 2 more that. Do you know what I mean? We have a laughing call, and Angel will say, come on, heart means and taps, but there's no pressure there. No pressure at all for anyone in here. It's just lovely. It caters for everyone.
Now, or she'll say, if you don't give me, I'm blocking you, or she'll mute you.
And going on sub only when people who can't afford subs, it's just, she's controlling it to the way that she wants it.
Yeah, she is. She's very manipulative.
It shocks me how she's got so many people in there, to be fair, because she doesn't really talk about anything interesting apart from Barker and everything else. I always hear the same things about her, even on FYP and everything. It's always the same stuff.
Hi, Shawnee. There's anyone who's in the box? Guys, if you're in the box, can you put it in the comments? Because I don't know who's in and who's out, to be honest. Who actually wants it. Do you know what I mean?
At the end of the day,
Ange, can you kick me? Can you kick me and I'll free the box up? I'm going to go out anyway. I'll speak to you later.
I'll speak to you in a bit.
Tra.
I'm going to jump down as well, Ange, okay? So someone else can jump in.
I forgot about that. Deb's paying her court fines as well. Everybody paid her court fines for it.
Nadia's in the box.
G'day, Ange. G'day, everybody.
Hi, Ali.
Hi, Ali.
Hi, Nadia.
Okay, Ali.
I'll all that right.
I loved your ball sack picture today. That's not what Nikki were on about. You put some funny stuff up.
Well, I know that makes.
Let's not remember.
Let's not with this cough.
Yeah, let's not forget that Wendy also used the R word multiple times yesterday as well.
Yeah, she did.
Multiple times.
Morning, Angela.
She has got capacity, but
How are you?
I just think she's vulnerable.
Not bad.
I don't get it. You wouldn't be able to run your own home and manage your own affairs and be that vulnerable. You wouldn't. It just wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know what R word you said.
And my brain's going round here thinking R word. But I know you probably can't say it, that's why you've said R word.
let's just say it's not to do with race. It's to do with maybe disability.
They used to call Sen children it.
Right.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
can I just real quickly? Sorry. I was in Millen's live when Wendy was receiving loads and loads of gifts. And I will admit myself, I felt really bad for her, and I bunged her 3 or 4 quid in gifts myself. But there was something that happened that I caught afterwards, because all the waterworks went on. And I don't know who it was quite directed at, and I'm going to be incredibly careful when I say this, so trigger warning. I heard her direct something towards someone. It might have been Court Assassin, it might have been someone else, but essentially she told someone to hurt their wrists, let's put it that way. And I just wanted to say, like, I do agree with Angie. I don't think she's as vulnerable as she makes out.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off, can I just say something as well, Ange? I just want to big you up, because you know what? You was actually the first one who clicked onto it and realised that she was actually playing a big game. And I just say, so big up. You know what? People should actually listen to you a bit more often, I say.
Thank you.
I just want to say that.
Lies from the get-go.
I mean,
yeah,
like,
you
for me,
do that straight away.
I didn't know if anyone else heard it, and I thought I was going mad, but it stuck with me because I was like really taken aback by someone saying that, you know?
Well, I can't 100% say that I heard it because I was in and out, but
Shan messaged
and I
me
just
about
felt like
it.
the way,
awful.
And you know what as well? Sorry guys, she kept on. So basically, she was like sort of playing the vulnerable act, and then the next minute she'll be just out there giving everyone lip, and she'd say some vile, horrible things, and I'd be like, you know what? Angela's actually right, because 1 minute you're vulnerable, next minute you've got a big gob on you, you know. So it just felt like a big act.
I think me personally, I think she was thriving off all the attention she was getting, thriving off the views, and thriving off the fact that she was getting all these diamonds jumping from box to box. That's my
she knew which
personal
box to
opinion.
jump into.
And what were the conversations she was having yesterday about DG? Was that right? Did I pick that up correctly? About when she went live, she was saying another big creator DG. Were they planning their next move? What was all that about?
Yeah, and she mentioned Angie a few times in a horrible way.
Oh dear.
Well, she did. She really slandered Angie down.
Angie, I'll drop if anyone else wants to come up.
I'm going to drop as well. I just wanted to
I'll
say
drop
big up
down
Ange
now. I just
for
wanted to
realising
say that. Thank you for having me.
it was a big act.
Oh, my darling. Are you okay?
Bye, Ange.
Yeah, hi, how's it going?
No, I'm just saying bye. I'm going to head off.
Oh, sorry, I
just
saw
wanted to
someone
big you
come
up.
in the box. I couldn't, yeah,
No,
sorry.
you're all right, lovely.
Bye then,
Anyway,
Sarah. I'm miles
bye,
away.
my love. Bye.
Feel
Now
tired
I'm going
now.
to drop and free up a box for somebody.
Included people. Yeah, I don't think anyone's in the box anyway, to be honest.
Oh, okay, if they do, just drop me. Yeah, I think everyone's getting a bit bored of that topic now. It's windy.
Hello. Can I just say, Nikki, when you keep going on about how you don't know how she's managing a house on her own and stuff like that if she's vulnerable, I used to work in the community with many different types of vulnerable people, some being dementia, some being other mental states, and they are still allowed to basically live in their own home no matter what the problem is. They just have to have extra support a couple of times a day.
Yeah,
That's-
what I was
that
on about
comment you
is-
made's a bit invalid because she can still be in her own home and just have support a couple of times a day.
Yeah, but somebody with dementia or Alzheimer's or down that line would not be handling their own bank affairs.
No, not that. You said you don't know how she's managing in her own
No,
home.
but she's managing, what I mean is she's got her online banking and she's doing stuff like that. I don't mean like cooking or cleaning or stuff. What I mean is she's managing to pay her bills. She's managed to have online banking and to like recharge coins and stuff like that.
In that sense, then, if obviously people like that get assessed, so in that sense, she should be assessed to see if she needs that support financially. I have a cousin who's got a lot of special needs. She lives on her own, but she has a support worker who helps her financially. She can get access to her bank, but she's only allowed certain amounts of the money that she gets.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But this woman handles it all herself.
But how do you know she handles it all herself, though?
Your daughter
How do
said.
you-
Can I just say, right?
Your daughter said that she
this
handled
lady,
it.
yeah, she has quite a high gifting badge as well. So she knows what she's doing financially.
Yeah, well, that's what I was on about. Like financially, she's got it on. She's got online banking. She managed to charge her coins constantly. She knew how to do a bank transfer over to Court Assassin.
I don't believe that chunky girl is her daughter. You know, I don't think me personally.
Yeah, I think she possibly is a daughter, but don't get me wrong, I think there's a lot more to it. I don't think it's as extreme as what it's being made out to be. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to someone being vulnerable, they can still, run their own home.
No, well,
I work in the healthcare section here in Dublin, and vulnerability can come in many forms, you know. I listened to that live yesterday because I had a day off with that woman, and I feel that cognitively she is not vulnerable at all. Vulnerable comes in many forms. She could have movement issues. She could, physical issues that she can't move around it. That would make you vulnerable,
I don't think she's ever said she's vulnerable, has she? Or has she?
Yeah, everyone is saying that she's vulnerable.
I think they stated that she's vulnerable because she's got a support worker.
Yeah, they like to diagnose people, don't they?
Yeah.
If you have support,
I haven't heard it come out of her own mouth. I've just heard other
if you have a
people.
support worker, healthcare support, which is what I'm in, you might get one or two clients that have dementia, Alzheimer's. That's cognitive vulnerability right there, right? And then the rest would be, physical ailments. But they're very, very aware of their finances and household and all of their stuff. So was that woman.
Didn't you say her daughter deals with her finances? So if she deals with her finances, why is her daughter putting her onto TikTok to buy stuff?
And why is she not buying all the cards?
These people wrong, to be honest, you know.
And letting her give money away, so it's the daughter's fault if she's meant to be responsible.
I thought the
for her
daughter
mum's
said
money.
that she couldn't do it, Ziana. I thought she said because she didn't live with her and she had 2 children and she was a single mum, she couldn't manage her finances. That's why she couldn't sort out getting her money back.
My daughter said in Days Live yesterday that she lives quite a long way away from her mum, so she can't deal with
Not only that.
She did say that she set up the TikTok though for her to buy stuff. And you wouldn't do that if you knew your mum was vulnerable.
I don't believe that the daughter thing has any hold whatsoever on this. I don't think she has a financial hold on the mother, because she would have, if she was anyway decent of a daughter, if they are mother and daughter, if it was my mother, I'd be down to that house. I would say, Ma'am, you have to come off that phone. You know, it's this, it's that, and the other. Especially when you're dealing with someone like Wendy, who's cognitively okay, because this is the dangers. You know, you're going to come across people who's going to rip you off. You need to come off that, Ma'am. You know, if you're anybody decent of a daughter, that's what you would do. You know, you'd protect her. And I would not be hopping in and out of boxes all day. You'd be absolutely mortified. You want to go away. As far as that money is concerned, just say, let the girl have it, ma'am. We don't want their family's business up on this. So what kind of people are they to go up and on a live and make a holy show of themselves, to be honest with you? You know, if it was me, I'd be mortified. I'd say, ma'am, you can't be doing this. And I have nothing to do with TikTok or anyone else on it, ma'am, because their family's been brought into this. You'd be mortified. You know, you'd be absolutely, you wouldn't be hopping boxes and effing people over, and the daughter do the same thing. You know, no. I'd get on to a box once and say, listen, my mum is coming off this, and you'll hear nothing about it either, from here on in. And as far as that car thing, stop it. As far as that car thing is concerned, she can have the money. Myself, my mum and my family have nothing to do with this. She made a mistake. I'm taking her off this TikTok, because that's not us as a family. But they did the opposite. They went on and made a holy show of themselves. And exposed.
So if the support worker's meant to deal with her finances, because if the support worker's meant to deal with her finances,
you need a solicitor brought in there for that. You need a solicitor brought in.
To be honest, from the fact that she's been jumping into boxes, she's made more than what she actually gave to
there's something not right
in the first place.
Yeah, there's
It
not.
might have started off slow, but obviously now they're blaming it all. They might have started off, you know, like that, but they're thinking, oh yeah, all the money now, let's jump in these boxes and we're going to get all this done out.
Personally, I think they should be knocked on the head now, this Wendy whole situation, because you're only feeding her and her daughter. And as far as Shah's concerned,
do you have any debates planned for this week?
My experience, how many families have got parents that live far away and their children are far away, and almost if the parents ringing up saying, can you top this up for me, can you do this for me, can you do that for me, and they're just going, oh, all right, mother, I'll do it for you now, and they're not even having any interest in what the money's being used for. They're just keeping them quiet because they're sick of them getting in touch. There's lots of different scenarios. Could be on here all day trying to guess, but you're quite right.
Fishy. If you have to ask why, or is it true, then it's not true. You know what I mean? If they're genuine people, you would know within 2 minutes. You know, and there wouldn't be all this hullabaloo. They're two wrong-uns, and as far as that assassin person is concerned, she was on this morning, just before Red came on, asking everybody to put £1 into her bio to get her car fixed. So she hasn't learned anything. You know what I mean? So
I think it went downhill for me with her when she was begging for toiletries, for sanitary toiletries.
Yeah.
And I just thought, this has just got so low.
Do you know what?
She's not even embarrassed, Nadia, is she?
Yeah, it's frightening that you only hear about people like that. And there she is.
Do you know what?
There she is right in front of you.
What annoyed it for me, whether it was a joke or not, the fact that she done a video of her taking her kid's school uniform out of the dirty laundry and...
Yeah. She only has that child once a week. Yeah, according to her, she has that child once a week, but she's on TikTok for the whole day, you know. So listen, I'm going to go, and as far as those people are concerned, I think they're better off just getting rid of them too. Don't give them any time.
Apparently, I was going to say, Wendy's
she's in the chat.
Yeah, would she know to be here? Do you know what I mean? It's just...
Cat's me out.
Has anyone seen that video on the FYP of Court Assassin asking for
£1?
No, a takeaway. I want a takeaway.
Oh yeah, and her bottle as well. 50 euro or 50 quid I want in here straight away.
For a bottle.
Yeah. I want 50 quid in right now. If you want to see me getting drunk, I want 50 quid in here now for my food and
she's
drink.
not even doing it for a joke, is she? She's actually serious.
Someone's requesting the box on private, but I can't see who it is.
Kept wanting
I wouldn't put that
to send her a private jet as well.
Yeah, that's
It's extremely forward, and for me, that just it doesn't sit right for me. That's all. That's all. Yeah.
You went on to sub live, didn't you?
It's difficult to hear everybody.
Yeah, but if someone said CLA is the same, but if I had to choose who to watch, I'd rather watch CLA.
Yeah, she's more honest, yeah.
I'd rather watch CLA.
Okay, I'll see you all. Thanks for letting me up. Okay, bye-bye.
See you later. Wendy's apparently she's a sub on here, is she? You're not going to be wanting the money back, are you, Wendy?
Yeah, careful, Ange.
You can have an IOU.
Angie, we need a debate for this week.
Yeah.
Angela, are you bored of Wendy now? Because I think everyone else is.
I keep yawning.
I was just going to say, I think Angie's bored. She keeps yawning.
I've got a video I want to play here.
It's not Wendy, is it?
No, it's not Wendy, no.
Something different.
This is a different video that I want to put up here. Right, I just need the big box. Is Ruth in here?
Yeah, she's at the bottom there. I don't know if it's the right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi Ruth, you're right. I don't know.
How are you? Sorry, I just wanted to say one thing about the whole, Mental Health Act and all that. And people, the big word with that is capacity. So if a person is deemed to have capacity at that time, as in when they were gifting, there's absolutely nothing anybody can do about it because it's their money. Her daughter might have access as in a joint bank account or something like that. But what I think it boils down to is actually Court Assassin's morals, that she decided to just, not give it back, given the evidence that she finds out that somebody's actually vulnerable.
The woman,
if you have morals and ethics, you should give it back. But, this is just a clear sign that she clearly doesn't have any of those. So, that's all I wanted to say on it. But I watch you all the time, Angie, and I'm a big fan. So just want to say hello to everybody.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you.
But it's only, this is bad, this is what I'm going to say, but it's only £150. There's a lady I watched on the telly this morning, I don't know if it was GMTV or this morning, and she got fleeced out 1,000 by an internet lover.
Yeah, I've seen those.
That's AI as well, wasn't it?
That is bad how vulnerable some people are.
Yeah.
17,000 one, isn't it? Wasn't
it was a lot of money.
Pensions away and all sorts and sell the houses. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I see one where a woman chose her lover over her kids, and when she got there, it was a catfish.
Z, you remind me of Take a Break. If you were the magazine, that's what you would be.
Let's see if I can just take my...
Ange, I'll drop down so you can play your video.
Oh, okay then.
Just before you play that, has anybody seen that lady? I can't remember her name. I'll have to have a look. She's got dark hair. She keeps putting videos up saying, "Can anybody send me some money for my dog food and food for me?"
No.
He's coming up on my FYP over the last couple of days. I don't know where.
Privately, Marie, I had a private message for somebody wanting food in Australia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She keeps doing videos, and if you go on a page, nearly every video she's put on, she's saying, "Can I have some money for my dog food and some food for me, and I'll send it you back Friday."
I'm going to put this person in because I don't know if this is Jasmine here. That woman in the box. 1 sec. Yeah.
Hi Angie, I hope you're all well this morning. I've just woke up, obviously. I've not been very well in pregnancy lately. I've woke up this morning to my whole group chat. I woke up to an abusive message from Wendy, to Chunky, slating me all over the internet. I've had no end of abuse from these two particular people. At the moment, I've got a WhatsApp group full of women off of my live, and all the ladies have been messaging me this morning about Chunky and her mother, and I just wanted to come use your platform again quickly to just say,
let me put it in the big box, one sec.
yeah, just to say that this is getting absolutely ridiculous and just out of hand now. Like I said, I think they had ulterior motives. They keep saying that Wendy's been subscribed to me. She has been subscribed to me since last July. I checked this morning, but I can't remember the name of every single one of my subscribers, and she's not someone active in my chat. I don't understand why this person seems to think that I've had contact with her and is just going so hard for me on the internet, because if I didn't post what I posted yesterday, then this could have escalated a lot further. So I'm happy that I did. But as everybody's been sharing so much to me this morning, I thought I'd just jump on and just have a little chat with you and just use your platform for a second whilst you're speaking about it, and just say, listen, these people are literally just going in on me at the moment, and I'm pregnant. And do you know what, Wendy, if you're in here and you're listening, you have subbed to me since last July. I will happily return you your £18, so you leave me and all the women in my life alone and just stay away from us. I'd happily return you that £18. But other than that, like, just leave me be at this point.
Yeah, Yasmin, she also said that you had a phone call with her.
No, I've not got this lady's details. I don't have her private information. I've never had a conversation with her. Everybody on my team, all my moderators, all my friends, not one of us has seen her actively in my chat. So she could potentially be a silent watcher. I did go on my gifts for the last 60 days as well. I've not received a gift from Wendy. I did check my subs. She has been subscribed. That much is true. But I still didn't know who this woman was, and I can't keep a track of... can you remember everyone's name who subscribes to you, Angie?
No.
Of course not. Apologies if I didn't know who you were and were subscribed, but I think that Wendy is targeting me at this point.
She's actually a sub to me as well.
Yeah, so all of this morning in my chat is, Yasmin, you need to jump in Chunky's box, you need to do this, you need to do that. But the message I've received this morning from Wendy, she messaged me at 1 a.m. saying she was going to expose me, loads of swear words, quite threatening behaviour towards me. It's all not very nice, do you know what I mean? I've literally just woke up, like, I'm exhausted, like, I'm supposed to be going into hospital, having loads of checks on my high-risk pregnancy right now. I do believe this is why Wendy has contacted me, because I've been sharing my pregnancy journey on my live, because there's a lot of women that are in my live, a lot of vulnerable women too that we support over on my page. And and I think Wendy literally targeted me to try and send me these items in pregnancy so she could literally use it against me, similar to Court Assassin. And the switch up is crazy from, to be now, it's like coming across as quite threatening from her and her daughter now. And all I've done is just speak out and say something about a bit fishy about this lady on my FYP. If you go on my page, I've never posted an exposing video on a creator, a gifter, anything like that before. But yesterday, I just thought that it was important that I did so, because I'd already seen how much it had escalated over TikTok. So thank you for letting me come up and speak, though.
Yeah, no problem. It's crazy. They were in the box today as well. They're just box hopping.
She's here. She's just commented in the chat saying crocodile tears.
Wow, but you haven't actually done anything, Jasmine.
I stand by what I did. I still say it with chest. There was something suspicious when I received that message asking for my private information. Do you know what I mean? This is a lady I've never spoke to, but she's confident enough to message me and ask me for my private banking details. So, you know, maybe there is definitely some mental health problems or something going on there. But the messages I received last night seemed like a very drunken, threatening, weird, strange message from her.
I have a Wendy in the box, but it's not Wendy. She just wants to come in, guys. It's a different Wendy, so I just put this woman in. So, yeah. Wow. And she just threatened her, did she? Because she was doing a lot last night.
Yeah, just saying they're going to expose me and stuff like this, and it's just ridiculous. And then I woke up to loads of shares on my page because Chunky, her daughter, is apparently saying that I need to be in her box. I don't want to go on their pages. I don't want to speak to these people. You know, I jumped up yesterday. I spoke to Dave. I posted the video. I didn't know it was going to go, obviously, as far as what it has, but I just posted that video because I was literally saying to people, be very careful. It was mainly just to warn people, you know, be careful of people doing this. I probably wouldn't have drawn so much attention to it either if it wasn't regarding my baby, because I get loads of men on that app like, I want to send you money, do you know what I mean? I want to gift you, and you just ignore things like that. They sit in the message request, but because she said something that regarded, you know, my unborn baby, that's why I drew attention to it.
Jasmine, you shouldn't have to put up with that, but at the same time, I just honestly wouldn't pay any attention to it. I wouldn't even reply to her or anything, and maybe she'll just stop.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore them at this point. I don't need to jump in their boxes. I don't need to reply to them. I'm just like going to ignore them. But I thought whilst you were talking about it, I'd just come on here and just give my side of the story again, because if they were so vulnerable and have been scammed and everything else, I caught what Angie was saying before I come up, you wouldn't be spending so much time hopping around everywhere on the internet. I mean, it's took 2 days up of my life now, and I don't know these people. They're complete strangers. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really need to give them any more energy. Anyone more energy. Anyone